Hey everybody, it's Invictus. I'm another right here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video across 3,000 likes, now putting us only 3 away from the glitched Chaos Run Coach. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, everybody, for all the support. I hope your Saturdays are going off to a great start. Speaking of great start, here's your picture of the day. We got ourselves a new Mosh Pit doggo. This one was sent in by Lady Darkrai 491. Title thread was Milo is now a new fan of Sinvicta, and they also said Milo is my border Kelpie mix and always on the move. For some reason, he will sit through an entire episode of Sinvicta's Binding of Isaac video without moving, and he gets pouty when I have to pause it. It's utterly adorable, and I thought I would share. So thank you very much. I love it, Lady Darkrai. And everyone who uploaded that one, hello to Milo. Shout out to Milo out there. Let me know if he actually turned his head or not when I called his name. Milo. Anyway, today's going to be Victor 0. I wonder how many dogs I just triggered right there. Victor 0, Juliet Golf, Victor 2, Hotel Romeo. Well, we've got Dark Arts here. Okay. Well, we know for sure that we have red hearts, but we don't know how many. And unfortunately, as much as I would love to just YOLO it and throw myself right into Gimpy, it is not worth it. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, we don't know exactly if we're even able to take any devil deals right now, thanks to Curse the Unknown. But obviously, Curse the Unknown, it's it's not as bad as some of the other curses to start with. You just have to be careful. Just play careful. We also have Dark Arts, which you just saw me use to get into and out of the curse room for free. And it's very good for doing that, as well as to just avoid damage in general if you're quick on the draw. Like it's kind of like, in a weird way, a little bit of a parry in Isaac, like we talked about with Butterbean. Yeah, good luck, game. Not gonna get me with that. Miss me with that there, Chief. I will take Zodiac, even though I'm not a huge fan of Zodiac. At least, like, it might give us something. It looks like we got... I don't know what we got. Did we get Stompy? We did, yeah. We got Leo here. But as you see, we are able to basically destroy stuff early on with Dark Arts. And unlike with Black Judas or Dark Judas or Tainted Judas, we do not get the... we don't get the damage buff that we would be associated with whenever we run into something with Dark Arts, but we still are able to cause damage. And, you know, for what it is, it allows you to, like I said, get rid of those, like, early game weaker mobs, which is kind of nice, especially when we're rocking a 1.93 tier delay, which is just all kinds of bad. I would love to get ourselves those options if we could. And, of course, getting into and out of curse rooms for free is also very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I've got no complaints when it comes to Dark Arts. But yeah, 1.93 is... 1.93 tears rate is pretty awful. So is this bomb, like, staying away from us? One thing we need to be careful of with Stompy, of course, is not running into bomb rocks or anything like that. So do not want to incur any damage. I would love to get options, like I said. And it looks like we are not going to get it just quite... Secret room is not going to be there because we know that we know that there was a couple Mega Troll bombs. It could be here, but I guess we don't really need the bomb considering the fact that we have Stompy, and Secret room is here. This is going to be enough for us to get those options way before the boss, which is really good. So another thing kind of working against us right now is our lack of movement speed. 0.87 is pretty awful. So we have a lot of work to do here. In fact, the only good thing about this run that we can tangibly see right now is going to be our damage, and that is about it. So hopefully Dark Arts can hook us up here a little bit. Now we also started with Hallowed Ground, so if we do happen to take damage, we will in theory be able to kill things faster. That's assuming that we don't die, of course, but again, with it being Curse the Unknown, we have absolutely no clue how much or how little HP we have. So yeah, gonna have to be cautious. Using Dark Arts here, not really trying to run into shots, but just trying to freeze Monstro and get ourselves a little bit of extra damage. Again, we don't gain a stacking buff like we would if we were on Judas, so we just kind of have to survive here with this chip damage here and there from Dark Arts. There's options going to give us 2. Man, we really cannot. We're about to get an Eternal Heart. I don't want to lower our tears rate, especially since Toothpicks gives us an equal value of tears rate, but a shot speed up. So I'm going to take Toothpicks. I'm going to take the, I am going to take the Eternal Heart, obviously, and we'll head on down. Okay, so we had plenty of HP to actually go through. We also got Scorpio here from the looks of it. Thanks to Zodiac. Zodiac, by the way, will give us a random astronomical. Let's try this again. Yeah, an astronomical. And it's a random astrology number or item. Good lord, just forget about it. I am going to take Friend Finder. Friend Finder is, in my opinion, just demonstrably better in all cases when it comes to being compared to Dark Arts. Mainly because Friend Finder can really truly carry you throughout the entire run, whereas Dark Arts, it can carry you to a certain extent, I guess, through the beginning stages, like I said, but yeah, it's not going to take you that far, right? I mean, 3 Fool's Gold plus a pot for 1 bomb's pretty good. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's better than good. Look at that. Of course, Friend Finder will allow us to summon somewhat controllable mobs to Isaac's side, and they can range from anything from Holy Bonies to the Mulligans to, you know, everything to the Deacon, which I still have not seen the Deacon yet. See an Ipecac Gaper as well there. They do an incredible amount of damage to enemies and bosses, so they're good. They're worth holding on to. If you have nothing else for your spacebar item and you only have Friend Finder can absolutely ball out of control in a hurry. So now the game does make it almost impossible for you to keep your friends safe all the way for an entire run. But, you know, if you can keep them safe as much as you can, then you're going to be rewarded with a very, very powerful run. Mama Mega wouldn't be too bad here, but again, it's Mama Mega versus Friend Finder. I mean, yes, Mama Mega basically gives us a free level, but Friend Finder gives us almost a free run. Almost. The Doppelgangers are really good because all they do is literally just double your damage. It's kind of like Incubus in a way. And very quickly, you're going to see us get out of control here. If we can keep our friends alive. Oh man, the spiders, the fire spiders are going to absolutely wreck Haunt. Yep. Yeah. Take the glass eye here for damage, and do not want Ocular Rift. I do want Empty Vessel, even though we're not going to be able to use it anytime soon. Take that. I'll run our friends into the fire here. Now, because we have this Ipecac Gaper mob, we are able to go get that other Soul Heart that's sitting down below here. As you see here, unlike our own Ipecac shots, this Ipecac Gaper can actually not hit us, which is very good. So, again, Friend Finder, you do have some little control over everything for the most part. You know, obviously the mobs, they can kind of move on their own and fire on their own sometimes, but it's still good to get used to controlling them and stuff. So I'm actually surprised we had enough movement speed to get that chest. Not entirely sure what the secret room is. Never mind. There it is. Thank you to the Ipecac Gaper. And look at this. We're able to get Isaac's tomb as well. Oh, my Gertie. The only problem is that the Gaper does not move at the same movement speed that we do. So we have to kind of time it in a weird way with his shots. But it's not something that you can't adjust to very quickly. Isaac's tomb is going to be great. It's going to give us a chance to get an extra item or two. Or at the very least, some cards or some soul hearts or something at the start of every new floor. So we got a very good start going on here. Yeah, there we go. 2 soul hearts to start the floor with. I will take that. Unbelievably, we did not lose a friend there. We're going to get a range upgrade. Yeah, that's all right. That is all right. So going over last week's question of the episode, I simply just asked, are you subscribed to the Sinvicta Gaming channel? And there were a lot of people who actually did subscribe after that episode. was recorded. And if you did not know, by the way, then subscribe to the Sinvicta Gaming channel. It's down in the description. I'm putting out more content. I took some feedback from people. People were saying that, you know, everyone loved the Lethal Company video that we did with the NLSS, of course. And they want to see more of that content, which is definitely going to be on its way. I promise you that. Kind of a middling to lukewarmish response to whether or not people wanted to see a World of Warcraft Season of Discovery leveling series, where it'd be more like just a cozy sit back and, you know, listen to me ramble for like 30 minutes at a time while I'm leveling up my World of Warcraft character in Season of Discovery and World of Warcraft Classic. That one didn't receive too many ideas or too many high praises from people, which I wouldn't really expect anyway, just because like it would just be more of like a 30 to 45 minute like Sinvicta podcast of me just sitting here while I'm playing World of Warcraft, you know, just putting out content on the channel, and which I'm fine with. I mean, it's, you know, I want to keep playing WoW. Oh, wow, we got a second Ipecac Gaper here. We have not found the shop, and luckily for us, the shop is in the opposite direction. So we did get Continuum, which is going to allow us to shoot through these screens, and also, of course, give us default Spectral Tears, which is very good. I lose track of Isaac. I keep thinking that Isaac is the doppelganger. I think we actually lost somebody. Just wanted to let those bombs kind of go off. But yeah, so, you know, I am taking some more feedback on that idea. That's another thing you got to be careful of when it comes to Friend Finder, is that the visual doo-doo is absolutely out of control when it comes to this. When it comes to this item, you got to be vigilant. Visual doo-doo is astounding with Friend Finder, which has been the topic of debate. Whenever I ask the question of the day when it comes to Friend Finder, you know, what is your thoughts on it? A lot of people do love Friend Finder, with the exception of the fact that like there's just so much crap that goes on the screen. An Emperor card here. Ourselves a Claudia. Oh man, here we go. Now, with all that being said, if you start giving me car battery Friend Finder, we're gonna have ourselves a good time. Real good time. Also, apparently, like, they will die to sacrifice rooms, which I did not know, so that's fun. So we're just gonna start from 0, I guess, but hey. We do at least have we do at least have car battery, and, you know, Friend Finder car battery is just great. We're gonna get 30 cents here, and not the greatest. In fact, that was probably a net failure when it comes down to it, because obviously we lost all of our friends, and yeah. Kind of wanted our friends here. We don't have the DPS to really take off yet, anyway. We were really dependent on our friends kind of being there. Now we could go back and destroy the Reverse Emperor card boss, which I might do, but let's see what we get from this boss here first. We also got Redemption from the Sacrifice Room, and Redemption is going to give us a permanent damage up if we refuse to take a Devil Deal. Gonna take it nice and slow here against Black Forsaken. He can be a little bit annoying, but this is the one that does not do the Brimstone shot, so you just gotta be careful with the bonies. Dark bonies that he spawns. There we go. I guess Sty. Our tears rate really isn't that high, but I'll take Sty, and then we'll just use the reverse. Oh, good. So we spawned ourselves Champion Bloat here, and Green Champion Bloat is by far the worst Champion Bloat because of the Ipecac shots. Okay, what we don't need is we don't need the bloat, the peeper eye to move bloat. So I'm using continuum there to hit bloat from the other side of the, literally from the other side of the room. Bro, these ricochets, man. Yeah. We'll take a torn photo, which is going to give us a nice tears up here. So, not the greatest fight, but at least we got a tears up out of it. Like we got Taurus here. You saw it kind of flash into existence for half a second there. But now, I mean, the focus is just going to be building up Isaac's army again with Friend Finder and Car Battery. And that's going to take a little bit of time, but not as much time as it would if we didn't have Car Battery. Obviously, Taurus kind of sucks, and this is the reason why I don't normally take Zodiac, is just because Taurus can be actually kind of dangerous. It does give you a massive, massive movement speed down. So unfortunately, you cannot force your friends to stand still by holding the control item, which is that is a myth that a lot of people love to say in the comments. Like saying, you can hold control and make them freeze. No, you actually can't. It doesn't work like that for Friend Finder. It works for some things, but not all things in Isaac. As that, now that should be an Isaac t-shirt right there. It works for some. It works sometimes, but not for all times. Holy Crown, yeah. So check out this vault over here, and we'll just go ahead and cry about our missing 2 keys that we spent in there. Yeah, these trap rooms are the type of rooms that are designed to kill your Friend Finder runs. They will chip away now. And also, spike rooms obviously are just the death of all your friends. So like this one right here, again with no way to tell them, hey, by the way, don't walk into spikes. Your friends will die. They will die a horrible, horrible death, and there's nothing you can do about it. I take Dreamcatcher. I have a feeling we've already missed the item room, so I'm going to back up and probably lose a few more friends along the way. Wow, okay. Spider-Butt's spider good, but it's not what we want right now. Spider-Butt's spider bad in this spot. We want something a little bit. If we are going to take anything over Friend Finder, it's got to be better than the damage that Friend Finder gives us, and in ways of either dealing more damage than Friend Finder does, or recovering more damage than we intake by way of, like, you know, HP generation, that sort of thing. It is very difficult to see where Isaac is right now. So, but, this is a big but if we do happen to gain anything that allows us to gain more full charges on our space item faster, we will see Friend Finder just absolutely go ballistic. Go ham, I think, as the kids say. You all are dead. You all are dead. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Yep. I don't think Taurus activated once. Its entire floor. I mean, obviously we're going to take divorce papers here. I'm trying to get that penny. I'm kind of mad that I can't. Yep. So Redemption is going to give us a much-needed damage upgrade here, and Dad's Key gives us a much-needed nothing. Okay. Okay, so the game clearly doesn't want us to have Friend Finder. Got it. So we need to either get something that gives us more Friend Finder charges, or we just take the next spacebar item that we can get, so the game can move on and focus on other things. Like giving us devil deals that matter, or like good shops or something like that, or soul hearts or tinted rocks. That's assuming, of course, the game wants to help you, which of course the game does not. This game doesn't even want to be played by you. So why in the world would it want to help you in these cases? I'm going to go back over here and did use our only bomb to get out of a dead end. That is the way that Sinvicta does things around here. Gonna take starter deck just because we're not taking pills at all, obviously. Okay, Gaper, I'm gonna need you to settle down. I do need to take care of this fire. But no, I didn't want to buy that, Isaac. I wanted to just take care of this fire. What I don't need you to do is to roll the items before I buy them. Rules card. Use of 3 cents there. Take another half soul heart here to protect our eternal heart. I guess we're just going to go all out with soul hearts. And the compass. Fan-dabby-tastic. We already know that it's either Angry Fly or something else that we don't care about or know about in the item room, so we're not going to go back and look for a key. We know that based on Dreamcatcher showing us. Dreamcatcher also, of course, gives us a half soul heart every time we go to a new floor, which is very nice. Dude, chill, bro. Also, of course, shows you the next boss. And, yeah, when you get the concentrated fire of all your friends going, especially if you start getting vistas with, like, brimstone and stuff, it can get hectic in a hurry. We finally get a movement speed upgrade. Yes, I am going to take that over HP. And, yeah, you know what? Ace of Clubs, we can use that for a bomb generation. Now, this is one of the few times that I think that my reflection is actually not horrible. Oh, yeah. It also turns all your friends into bombs, because that makes sense, game. This is one of the few times that I think that my reflection is not terrible. Given the fact that we have Continuum, it's not going to matter how much shot speed and movement speed we have, or shot speed and range we have, right? And my reflection is a damage upgrade, so I'm definitely down for it. One day, not today, but one day I will remember the fact that my reflection, or that the Ace of Clubs and Ace of Spades, they do remove all your friends. Today is not that day, but one day I will remember. Hey, look at that. We get ourselves a Vis. Gonna be instantly killed by spikes. Very carefully maneuvering the Vis and our friends around, and there they go. All right. And you knew it was gonna happen, so you can't even act like mad or whatever. It's just like, yeah, that's. Like I said, the game. This run is definitely designed to take away all of our friends. I am going to take my reflection. No bleeding. Wouldn't mind playing the sack room here, but right now I'd like to get in this here chest, this here Isaac's chest. Now, theoretically, we could play this sack room here and know exactly how much HP we have, based on whether or not we see the boss trap room open. And we get Mercurius, which is going to give us movement speed and, more importantly, give us the ability to walk through doors without having to clear rooms, which is very good. However, it is a little counterintuitive with our build, mainly because, well, we want to make sure we get charges on our friend finder. Okay, so I don't know how much HP we have. No way the boss is over. Gonna go up and around. We don't have any. We have no money, so the shop doesn't really matter at this point. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Well, at least we are going to get a damage upgrade here from Redemption. There we go. We're actually full HP right now, so theoretically we could go back and play that sack room. Again, as you see here, nothing really to take. Oh wow, we just got double vis. Yo, I'm actually gonna go to the next floor because I don't want to lose the double vistas on spikes and stuff. Yeah. Another Curse of the Unknown. Oh my goodness. The overlapping Vis brimstones are just so good. Of course, with the Curious, we don't have to worry about clearing rooms we don't want to be in. We just simply walk out. But again, that in and of itself does provide us with a new set of problems in that we don't gain full charges if we walk out of a room without clearing it. So the idea here is to clear the easy rooms and then skip the hard rooms, or possibly dangerous rooms. Now I think we drew Pisces in this floor, based on our tears rate that I'm seeing here. Hard to tell for sure, because, you know, it's kind of just hard to tell in general what's going on the screen right now. Reverse moon card, okay. And our key problem is no longer an issue. Now, those bomb flies that you hear, the one that like spits out, you know, bombs, those actually are triggered by you double tapping on, or not double tapping, but tapping on the space bar. So if you happen to get the bomb spitters, that's how basically you launch stuff. Of course, you have to have an empty charge, or at least a not full charge, on Friend Finder in order for you to actually get control of that. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that is Friend Finder just unloading, and we could take Guppy's head. You heard that does ruin Redemption, but I think we're okay without Redemption here. Hey, look at that. We can finally see our HP. Unbelievable. Got ourselves another mom item here. Now, fighting sloths is less than ideal because obviously their shots can kill our friends in a very big hurry. Yes, I did lose where Isaac was there. Especially with our movement speed being so fast thanks to Mercurius. It's very hectic. It's just an all-out war here. Oh, Delirium, no thank you. I think I will take the damage upgrade. We've definitely gotten a lot. Ooh, yeah. We've definitely gotten a lot of curses on this run, I will say. Okay. Joke's on you, Stanley. We got Mercurius. You can just go skirt. Uh-oh. Yep, and there they all go. Oh, and the room reset too. Lovely. Yeah, and that's pretty much the reason why, like, Friend Finder's great. Friend Finder's great. Don't get me wrong. It's just that it's a very, very fragile item, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of wiggle room for you to get ahead when it comes to Friend Finder, because there's so many ways for the game to destroy all your friends. You know, whether it be not even just from like projectiles, but from like spikes or from, you know, whatever, or even a single brimstone shot will just end you. Nice block there by Hallowed Ground. Unfortunately, our Isaac buddies destroyed my Hallowed Ground poop, so we no longer get the tears rate. But that's really, and I can't really fault Friend Finder for that. That's more of like just a design of Isaac in general. Curse the Lost. Yeah. Guppy's Collar, Death's List, Incubus. We are going to be able to get Guppy here, so yeah. Go ahead and just take all that. Remember, we do have Empty Vessida. Just go ahead and take all of them, I guess. Strength card, just in case we get in trouble. The Seer Mercurius does allow us to walk through the endgame doors as well. So if we happen to go into a dead end like that, and what's neat about Death's List and Mercurius is that if we do happen to walk into a room where, you know, something happens that ruins the Death's List experience for us, we can simply just walk out and reset the room, and not have to worry about, you know, we can just do it all over again. Like, if I was quick enough in that room there, we could have walked out before the last Boney died, and then gotten the Death's List payout. 9 lives anyway. Sure, we'll take Explosivo. Absolutely smash Lamb here. Yeah, look at that. Explosivo shots, doing work, doing justice. Speaking of justice, we got a justice card. Look at that. Look at that. Good run. It was a very, very good run. What do you say we do a greed run? It is Saturday. After all, let's just do a little Isaac greed run. Just a little bit of bonus content here. 6-1 Golf Hotel, 9 Charlie Golf Alpha. Let's see how fast we can do this. How about that? Oh, Bat on Mushroom is a good way to start here, giving us a damage upgrade, although it does give us a movement speed down. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take it now. I'm not gonna come back in here. Ooh, half price key. Yes, please. Oh, and a soul heart for me? Ourselves 10 cents here. That soul heart's not going to do anything for us right now, just because like we haven't taken any damage yet. But what we need to do is we need to fill the bone heart first. Compound fracture. I guess I'll take compound fracture because I'm not going to waste another full reroll on that. So it would have been real nice if it was brittle bones, obviously. Yeah, but there's no one saying that we can't do a little greed run. I'm hanging around the Brits too long again. All these dang Yogs cast members, man. They're British. The British is infecting me. What I'm really hoping for is for us to get like Eye of Belial or something. Oh, okay. Eye of Belial would be obviously fantastic with splinter shots, especially stuff like Cricket's Body or Compound Fracture. As you see there, though, with that weird little jostling clown physics that exists in this game, whenever you hit something from front, obviously that means it gets propelled forward towards you, because that's just how it works. You gotta be willing to deal with that. Which is the reason why I kind of hesitated when it came to taking Compound Fracture. Because we're going to continue to just get chip damage here and there. Okay, 25 cents. I'm going to buy a half-price key. Magic Scab would give us a full heart. Then we can also get the soul heart from the Demon Judgment. And then we can also play the Demon Judgment for a possible devil deal, like Eye of Belial, right? Right? Looking to get some tiers upgrades here. This red heart's interesting because, again, it allows us to play the Demon Judgment, assuming that we don't take anything out of the Devil Deal, which is unlikely because we have a reroll here with the D-Sizzle. But we can at least go and play this Demon Judgment a couple more times before we fight the Devil Deal boss, which is what we're going to do right meow. Could take Raw Liver. Raw Liver would give us a lot of HP. We are going to be able to get Synth Oil. Raw Liver is that's just so much. Oh. I would love the Tears upgrade. That's just so much HP, though, to not to have. Should mention really quickly, because I keep forgetting to talk about it, since we're on a little bit of a downtime right now. I have removed the streamer package album that we did, the remixed instrumental version of our album that Mark and I did a long time ago. I no longer have that really janky Google document that I was using to sell the package on my Twitch channel, as well as down below. And now you can actually go buy it from my website, Sinvicta.tv. You can go there. You can purchase that along with Pokemon packs, of course, if you want to do that. And it's available underneath the music section if you look on the left side. So now we don't have that really jank Google Doc anymore. I actually have a legit store. And I'm also going to be putting more stuff on the store as well. So you can expect future Sinvicta merchandise to be going up on there. Album stuff, maybe even like signed album copies, that sort of thing. All of that will be operated through that website. And of course, the main focus, of course, is just going to be the Pokemon stuff, which has been going great. Which thank you, by the way, for those of you who've been coming around, checking out the Pokemon store. It's been awesome. It's been a really cool way to end the year. Exploring the Pokemon arc on Twitch has been a lot of fun. We're going to get Incubus and a Thame out of that Devil Deal, which, of course, is awesome. Real awesome. But yeah, I was reminded of that because there was someone on Reddit who actually was asking where do I buy the album, the streamer package. And if you don't know what that is, by the way, it's a fully remixed and reproduced instrumental version of our first album, Fracture the Fault Line, that doesn't have any vocals in it. It's purely made so people can use it for content creation or background music. And all the proceeds go towards supporting the band and myself. I do pay for everything out of pocket when it comes to the band, so including Mark's salary, by the way. So Mark, of course, is the other person in the band. We're a two-man operation. It's just me and Mark writing metal, and just making awesome music together. And I'm really happy that a lot of people have been expressing more interest in it, and that's what the Patreon's there for, too, as well, is to support the band. And thank you to those of you who do support the band. I really appreciate it in the most meaningful, heartfelt way. This is not a appreciated, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, it's like truly appreciated. I don't know how much more I can say it. I have a little bit extra money here. I could roll once or twice. Marbles. I mean, 7% marbles is not terrible. Gonna give us a nice little heal. And well, I mean, we got to take the fire rate. Okay, that worked out pretty good for us. So we end up getting a tears rate. We get backstabber, of course, which is amazing. Still have the de-sizzle. We still have incubus flying through this greed run here. And according to Apollo, there's a secret room somewhere in here. There it is. Yeah, we have the flat penny. We just need one key. One key. And we got 2 keys. Good. It's not the best, but it does give us the soul heart. That will at least pay for our entry into the cursed room. We also have Pandora's box, which is just going to straight up just give us 13 cents. So just going to go ahead and take that now. Obviously, we want those tears up. And there is a kid's drawing, which would give us 1 or 3 guppy. Yeah, 1 or 3 guppy. Let's max out our tears first. Ooh. Definitely want growth hormones. Okay. Now, backstabber with compound fracture is fantastic because obviously it gives us more of an application area when it comes to all of our shots, hitting stuff from the side or from behind, giving him that bleeding debuff there. Basically, the more shots you shoot out, the higher the chances, of course, you're going to inflict the backstabber debuff on stuff because obviously just the chances are there much higher. Of course, the Thame cleaning stuff up. I definitely want growth hormones because our movement speed is doo-doo. As you see, as you just see right there against Peep, you can have multiple applications of the backstabber buff per every shot. So what's really nice is that it really piles up very quickly on enemies. Yeah. Now imagine if we get piercing shots. Satanic Bible, no thank you. And I will take Spirit of the Night for Spectral Tears. Not that it really matters. This is more of a, we want flying more so than anything else. I am going to take a Child's Drawing. I would love to take Jesus Juice, but we just can't. So maybe the Guppy Dream's still alive here. Blood Bombs, which is going to give us more movement speed, and Apollo tells us that there's another secret room here. Blood Bombs gives us or not movement speed, sorry, I was thinking of Blood Bag. Blood Bombs gives us a damage upgrade, or gives us an HP upgrade, which also allows us to use our HP and turn them into bombs. There we go, we got it. Battery. Don't really have anything. I mean, the D6 is great, don't get me wrong, but we don't really need battery. I would like to just get simple damage upgrade, would be great. Could somehow muster that. There you go, just a pure damage upgrade. Totally fine with that. And you're going to see Backstabber do all sorts of work here, especially on this narrower map that we've got. The enemies will have much less surface area to retreat from, and we're just going to just plow right over them. The Thame is also, of course, oh my gosh. The Thame chains live on. Skull-X. There we go. And yeah, Carrion Queen has 0 shot because of all the jostling that happens with Compound Fracture. Backstabber is just going to eat her alive. Easy peasy. No problem at all. Nothing really that we want here. And Mega Blast, yeah. Mega Blast is great and all, but it's... I think I'd have more fun with the D Sizzle. I'm gonna buy a Red Heart. I don't really care too much about the Bone Heart. This is a cheap reroll here. Honestly, PhD doesn't really do anything for us here. Neither does Divorce Papers really. We're already maxed out on tiers, so yeah, I think we're just gonna head on down here. Maybe get something out of this chest. A few cents, that's okay. We can use Blood Bombs here to destroy these other Spike Rocks, and we get absolutely nothing. Would have loved to roll into a double Guppy item there, but what can you do? Apollo says that we are right here. Mom's Eye, I guess we'll take it. It's not really anything to be like excited over, though. And if you're wondering why we're taking damage, it's because we are using Blood Bombs. We have no bombs. We can still gain bombs by simply using Blood Bombs. Got the D1 Hizzle in here. Should get a payout, or at least I hope we get a payout from this Demon Judgment. Are you kidding me? 7 taps, bro. Meat just gives us a straight up 8 HP and damage upgrade, which I'm going to definitely take. We finally swallow the Child's Drawing, and then we get that. All right. Well, at least Mom's Eye, Mom's Eye is not a good item. Let's just get that out of the way right now. But at least we will have another way of throwing out even more Compound Fracture tiers, which will then allow us to get more Backstabber applications out. I don't even know what's going on anymore in this room. I don't know what Stain collided with there, but... Or not Stain, Pile. I don't know what Pile collided with there, but he just immediately just yeeted himself out of here. We got 31 cents. No, I can't. I cannot. I will not sacrifice Incubus. Incubus has been too good to us. Movement speed, sure. We are going to get spun out of it. Really just wanted to re-roll here so we can get something out of this item pedestal. There we go. Sack of Sacks. Honestly, not terrible. We might as well buy the cheap re-roll for the next floor. Yeah, really quick greed run here. And Curse the Blind. I had a feeling it was coming, man. I didn't want to say it. But as soon as I said a pretty quick greed run here, I knew the game was going to do that. I freaking knew it. So if you like to live dangerously, then by all means, buy blind items. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter since we're on the last floor anyway. Of greed, but Curse of Blind it ruins all the fun. Not only like in greed mode, but just in Isaac in general. Okay, let's stop getting lit up by Conquest here. Or just continue to get lit up by Conquest. That's fine. Whatever, game. You're not going to be able to bring us down today. A super Saturday here in the mosh pit. We had ourselves an extra run. Doggone it, people like us. And a Krampus fight. Lump of coal will be great. Unfortunately, not what we got. We got a Krampus, and we get My Shadow. According to Apollo, there's a crawl space in here, but the thing is that there's not really anything in there that like we would want. Unless it's a bunch of money or soul hearts. No, we cannot take this. It is a secret room crawl space blind item. No, thank you. Take Forgotten Lullaby. I know that we just wasted store credit, but I don't really care. Hey, you, Luckfoot. Just looking for soul hearts here. HP. Okay, and we got no soul hearts. And we just get HP. That's fine. That is no big deal. We're going to go ahead and lay the smackdown on Ultra Greed, and that is going to do it. Forgotten Lullaby, by the way, is going to double the fire rate of Incubus. That's funny, game. So technically speaking, Incubus is dealing more damage than we are now. And Athame is just going to ruin Ultra Greed's world. We actually are incentivized to let the keys kind of hatch. Mainly because we want him to spawn a bunch of ads just to line up all the Athame chains. There we go. There we go. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't proc. There we go. We're actually pushing Ultra Greed back. He can't even charge us right now. That's how fast Incubus is firing. Look at that. We're just going to no-hit Greed. No problem at all there. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this extra special double feature here on Saturday, make sure you click that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Your question of the episode today is going to be, what is your take on Compound Fracture? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you notice all the jostling that goes around with the Clown Physics engine? Post them in the comments down below. The top 3 most upvoted comments will get read on next weekend's episode. And thank you again, everyone, for all the support. Only 3 away from the like streak goal. Let's make it happen and get rocking and rolling on the next one. Until next time, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Asher, Ashley Keaton, and Medic Wolf. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.